I'm going to tell you, I know these Democrats well enough to know this, y'all. The same way they use the gangs, the same way they use the cartels, the same way they use organized crime here in America. I wrote a book about it called Crime, Inc. Crime, Inc. Yeah, here it is, right here. Crime, Inc. The way these guys use organized crime to win elections, to scare opposition, to force people to come to the polls, but more than anything, these guys take a cut of the drug deal. And when Trump starts kicking out these gang members, these organized crime types, the Democrats start feeling it in their wallet. Man, you can't sell no dope in these big cities without the Democratic Party permission. In Detroit, it was known that Coleman Young was taking a cut of everything that was being sold in Detroit. Yeah, you think. So now, you got a situation. Cartels been giving the Democrat Party money for years. For years. You think that border just stayed open because jokers didn't know how to close it? Donald Trump has closed that border. I think like 90 people came across that border last month. And Joe Biden had like 1 million coming across every month. Talking about we need new legislation. No, as Trump said, you just need a new president. So Joe Biden and the Democrats have kept that border open. Why have they kept the border open? They kept that border open because cartels make billions of dollars in sex trafficking, human trafficking, and drug trafficking. And these cartels all have lawyers and lobbyists in D.C. And they give these lawyers and lobbyists money, and these lawyers and lobbyists then give money to the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party votes to keep that border open. And MS-13 comes here as part of the cartel's henchmen to sell the dope on the street and to keep order for the Democratic Party. You see it now, you're buying it now. Crime Inc., baby. It's another reason why they want these illegals over here. Every 10 years, the United States of America has conducted a census and count all the people. In Trump's first term, they found out that the census people were counting everybody. Now, the census is important because what happens is when the people count the people in the United States of America, the census determines how many congressional districts are drawn in what states. We have 435 congressional districts. They're not going to expand the congressional districts. They're going to see what the population is, and they're going to draw the congressional districts based on the population. The North has been bleeding congressional seats for the last 2 decades. People are coming from New York, from Chicago, and from California, and they're going to Texas, Tennessee, and Florida, South Carolina. South Carolina has gained a congressional seat. Texas has gained like 4 or 5. Tennessee has gained 2. And these seats are coming down south, and they're turning Republican. As you already know, that the Republicans have a 5-seat lead in the House of Representatives right now. That's how close it is. And what do? They want to send these illegals up to these sanctuary cities to replace the people that are left, because the census people don't count citizens. They count bodies. The Constitution says persons, not citizens, will be counted. Donald Trump took them to the Supreme Court in his first term and said that we believe that the founders only wanted citizens counted. The Supreme Court said, well, the Constitution says persons. If you want it to be citizens, you need to change the Constitution. So, you always wondered why they have sanctuary cities, right? That's your reason. They want these cities to become a magnet for these illegals. So these illegals would come up there and be counted in the census, and these states will get more congressional seats, and they believe these congressional seats will be Democrat, and then the Democrats will hold on to the Congress or get more congressional seats, and you have Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker of the House. Let these jokers low down. So they want illegal immigration so they can have more people in Congress and take them to Congress. The Democrats do. What else do they want? Well, black people, this new black generation is not like their parents. My parents and grandparents would work with their hands. They chop cotton, they pick cotton, they work on the road, they build highways, they do construction, they would do anything to make a dollar to take care of their families. Oh, not these jokers. I mean, when I was a little boy, we picked in the fields, we picked squash, we picked okra. We were the illegal aliens during that time. But now, since the fathers are at the home, the mothers won't make these little jokers go out there and work like their daddies did. My daddy made us work in the summertime. Shit, he didn't care how you felt about it. Get out there and get to work, boy. You sit there and you ain't doing nothing. Mr. Snipes need to have his squash picked. He gonna pay you. Go down and pick it. We didn't want to do it. He didn't care. But yeah, we had to go and work in the fields when I was growing up. Me, my brothers, and my sisters. But now these mothers won't make their children do it. So they have to bring in people to do it. And as the Democrats say, we're gonna make the illegals our new N-words. So they need that. And you've heard them say, you know, Democrats will slip and say, who's going to clean our toilets? Who's going to pick our food? Who's going to clean up our hotel rooms? That's what they want them for. They're not ashamed to say it. They don't want to try to raise these people up. They want to keep their foot on their necks. They need somebody to mow their yards, and they need somebody to clean their homes. And that's what my great-grandparents used to do, and now we won't do it, so they got to get another group that will do it, and that's why they want them in here also. They got to have somebody that they feel superior to. And since they're aborting all of us too, you know, and black people getting aborted, and the ones who ain't aborted we putting in jail, and the one that we put in jail we're murdering, and the ones that are not murdered we got to inebriate with drugs, so we got to just put them somewhere and put them in a corner somewhere, but we got to bring some people in that's going to do some real work. And that's where the Hispanics come in, especially the illegal ones, because they have no right to complain. They have no recourse. We don't have to worry about paying Social Security taxes, income taxes, OSHA standards, you know, workplace, and none of that stuff. We give them $2 an hour when they got to take it. Yeah, that's your compassionate Democratic Party. And the ones that ain't working, just let them sleep on the street and lay in their crap. They ain't nobody. That's your Democratic Party. And then you got to have them. You got to have the sex trafficking, because the Democrats are a bunch of perverts, you know. And they got to have somebody that they can rape and, they got to have somebody that they can get with. They got to have the drug trafficking. That's how they make their money, and that's how they, you know, have their little cocaine parties. And they got to have the human trafficking, because that's how the cartels get paid, and that's how the cartels send money to their lobbyists, and that's how the lobbyists also fund the Democratic Party. Y'all, it's a game. They got to make sure these people stay here. They did a whole lot of work to get them here. And Donald Trump is talking about running them out. And they believe that if Donald Trump can start sending these people out of this country without due process, they're done. They're cooked. So people say, well, Donald Trump ain't able to kick 15, 20, 30, 40 million illegals out the country. No way. Donald Trump said, I ain't got to. This is why you look on the TV and you see all those commercials. And you look on the internet and you see all of these little videos about how they enjoy kicking indoors, running out illegals, putting them in jail, putting the children in jail. Oh, we coming for you. And when we come to you, we're going to put you in a prison inside of El Salvador. They got them all jacked up. Man, they treating them suckers like they dog. You seen the pictures of them on the planes bent all over? Got videos, stacking them in prisons and whatnot. They're trying to tell the people here illegally, you don't want none of this smoke. You better get your behind out of America, because if we catch you, that's going to be your ass. All right, friends, VinceEverettEllison is here. I want you to go to my website. And on my website, you're going to see a lot of great stuff, man. You're going to see that we got T-shirts, we got caps, you got my books, my documentaries, you got all kinds of stuff on VinceSpeaksTruth.com. Go there. We're dropping new T-shirts. We're dropping new merchandise. My new book, The End of Tolerance, is there. The End of Tolerance. Make sure you get it. Make it #1. If you got my first 3, get The End of Tolerance. It's just as good. And it's telling us we have to end our tolerance with these leftists, these Democrats. We can no longer allow them to sexually groom our children. We can no longer allow them to castrate little boys and call them little girls, run God out of the public square, take away our guns, take away our sovereignty. No longer allow it. So go on VinceSpeaksTruth.com. That is VinceSpeaksTruth.com. Hit merchandise. You'll see the t-shirts. You'll see the caps. You'll see the books. You'll see the documentaries. You'll see it all. And let's keep this ball rolling. God bless you.